Hi guys, my name is Josie Hammond and today I'm going to be talking to you about a disease called progressive multifocal leukoencephalopathy. But from now on I'm going to be calling that PML because that was a whole mouthful. So to start out, PML is ultimately caused by the JC virus. And what that JC virus does is it attacks the cells that create the myelin sheaths around the neurons that are in the white matter of the brain. So what happens is when that JC virus attaches to the cell's receptor and it goes into the nucleus, the virus's DNA will replicate itself over and over and over and over, which will ultimately destroy the cell that was creating the myelin to go around our neurons, and expanding the virus more and more and more as it destroys more cells, which can really be harmful and fatal to us because we're not getting the myelin that we need to go around the neurons. So something that I found really interesting in doing research for this project was that most people under the age of 10 have already been exposed to the JC virus, which is really interesting because that means most of us have already been exposed to the JC virus and we had no idea. We never developed any symptoms. With that being said, though, not everybody that is exposed to the JC virus will develop the PML disease. The PML disease is really developed when someone's immune system is compromised in any way. Most of the time this happens when, in different forms of cancers, and AIDS. AIDS is a big one. It could happen in someone who just had an organ transplant. Really anything that's going to bring the immune system down, and your body's not able to fight off infections, that is when PML disease can be developed in someone. So really the JC virus isn't harmful to anybody unless their immune system is compromised in any way. So that's really interesting. So about 1 in every 200,000 people will develop the PML disease, which is, if you think about it, it's a pretty small number. But about half of those people who do develop the PML disease will eventually end up dying within the first month or two of developing PML, which is really sad. And that's a huge percentage. So as you guys know, the brain controls every function that our body does and creates or whatever. And so when you think about it, the symptoms of PML can be so diverse because it all depends on where the JC virus attacked the white matter in the brain. So different things, the most common symptoms of PML are aphasia, which is the loss of ability to speak and language and everything like that, memory loss, vision loss, the inability or the weakening of the arms and the legs, and that can progress over time. And it can even be as crazy as a personality change, which is so crazy and scary to think about. Like I said, though, there's so many different symptoms that can be caused by PML. Every case is different. Because the white matter of the brain cannot be recreated, some people are stuck with the symptoms that are developed from PML, which is really sad. Like I said, currently for PML there is no cure. And this is because we aren't able to recreate the myelin or help aid it in any way. So we are stuck with trying to treat PML cases with just bringing the immune system back up to par in any way we can. So for some people that may mean having to stop chemotherapy, which is a big decision to make. Some people have to stop the medications that have been causing their immune systems to go downhill. Some cases aren't as severe, some are, but it all just depends. We have tried different medications, but all of the medications for PML so far have not been successful because all of them in some way have been toxic to the body and harmful, and we can't continue to be giving that out to people. So I hope this video was informative. I hope you learned something from it. I know I learned so much from doing my research and doing this project, so thank you, Mrs. Dace, for this opportunity, and I can't wait to listen to everybody else's videos. So thank you for listening.